Look around. The world you're fighting in, the companies you're building, the funds you're managing, the teams you're leading. It's broken in ways no one admits out loud. You see it every day. People promoted because of who they know, not what they deliver. Ideas crushed by comfort zones. Innovation strangled by the weight of endless old rules nobody questions. You're burning energy trying to shake this complacent hierarchy. But the system locks down tighter, suffocating that fire. It's maddening. But here's the harsh truth. Comfort always wins in those places where meritocracy dies. Not because talent is missing, not for lack of ambition, but because the structure itself is designed to protect the mediocre, the safe, the known. That's the cancer eating your world. And if you don't cut it out, everything you want, real progress, real impact, slips through your fingers like smoke. Feel that rage, that frustration bubbling up? Good. Don't swallow it. Use it. Because that feeling tells you you're awake while so many around you are asleep, within their faded titles and hollow power plays. So many leaders who settle for the status quo, wrapped in old rules, complacent in their hierarchies, terrified of disruption, not because it's dangerous, but because it threatens their cozy spots. They call it stability. It's prison. And you? You're on the outside, banging on the bars, desperate to unleash the potential starving inside your teams, your companies, your cities, maybe even yourself. Here's what others won't tell you. The antidote to complacent hierarchies is not more rules, more control, or stronger top-down leadership. It's ruthless commitment to meritocracy, but not the surface-level kind where a fancy title just means little more than a better chair. Number. A meritocracy that rips through comfort, rearranges incentives, demolishes privilege, and forces every single person to prove their worth every day, or step aside. That's the only way you get real leaders, real creators, real change. Now listen close, because your next moves will decide everything. Step 1. Obliterate any system in your sphere that tolerates mediocrity because of loyalty, friendship, or tradition. You know those endless meetings where the loudest opinion wins, not the smartest. Cancel them. Replace with clear accountability. Who does what? With what results and in what time frame? No excuses, no fuzzy promises. Transparency is your weapon. Publish progress, set brutal KPIs, and reward only outcome. The moment someone coasts on reputation or connections, expose it. And don't just expose, force a reckoning. Have the guts to say this role isn't for you, that good enough isn't good enough, and that every second you waste protecting complacency is a second your competitors eat your lunch. Step 2. Redesign your talent flow. Like your future depends on it, because it does. Hire not for comfort or how many degrees someone has, but for raw ability demonstrated in battle. Look for the scrappy, the relentless, the ones who screw up fast and learn faster. Throw out the interviews that trap people in rehearsed stories, and build tests that prove their thinking, adaptability, and hunger. Then put those who pass in the trenches, real projects, real stakes, real deadlines, no cushy handholding. If they thrive, next level. If not, cut loose immediately. Stop clinging to legacy employees just because they're good people. Good people aren't good enough. You want people who make miracles with risk and failure as their fuel. Step 3. Stop worshipping hierarchy. Elevate networks instead of titles. Trust the input of anyone who proves value, regardless of their rank or origin. Build cross-functional crews where decision power follows results, not seniority. Use technology, feedback loops, and the brutal honesty of data to democratize influence. Maybe the smartest idea in your company comes from someone with no fancy prefix, who doesn't fit your archetype of success. Your job is to find that person, amplify their voice, and make space for them to lead projects, even if that ruffles feathers. Remember, rigid layers of complacency exist to block that. Tear them down. Build up agility, transparency, and merit-driven respect. Step 4. Create a culture that punishes comfort like it's a crime. If you see people clinging to safe bets because failure terrifies them, make failure cheaper and quicker by celebrating learning out loud. Publicly share both wins and losses. Break down ego barriers, assign ownership, but always expect progress. Those who resist growth or hide behind "that's how we've always done it" need to be confronted with the question: are you here to serve the system or to make the impossible happen? The answer determines their survival in your world. This is not soft or polite. It's survival of the fittest. Not in the brutal sense, but in the true spirit of progress. Your organization is not a museum of past glories. It's a forge for future legends. Step 5. Be radically transparent. Power and capital must follow merit, not seniority, relationships, or tenure. Design your bonuses, promotions, and investments so they can't be gained by politics, but are directly linked to clear, measurable impact. If your best founder is blocked by bureaucracy, or your best investor ignored because of old cliques, you are losing the war before it begins. Use tools and systems to track contributions objectively, publicly, relentlessly. If you can't measure it, you can't fix it. And fixing the gap between effort and reward is the foundation on which true meritocracy is built. Finally, never forget the bigger picture. The world isn't divided into countries or companies. It's divided by those who dare to transcend old limits and those who don't. Your fight for meritocracy is not just about who sits at the top of your org chart. It's about creating a network of free, empowered individuals who refuse to be boxed by ancient, complacent hierarchies. You are the rare few who see past illusions. That comfort is freedom, that rules are justice, that talent is fixed. You know better. You feel the unbearable tension of your own potential screaming to break free. You are the ones who must build the future, driven by ability alone, chosen daily by what you create, not who you are. This fight is brutal. It will cost you friends, comfort, and certainty, but it will give you fire, respect, and unstoppable power. Meritocracy is not a system you can install lightly. It's a battlefield where every second you hesitate, another compromise is made, another cloaked mediocrity climbs higher. If you want to crush complacent hierarchies, if you want to build something that lasts, you will not stop, will not soften, and will not excuse. You will demand excellence from yourself and others like a relentless storm. You will build connections with the few who match your fire, and bring your unique talents not as a favor, but as a weapon. The clock is ticking. The world will not wait for anyone to catch up or adapt. It belongs to those who act now. Those fierce few who make meritocracy real in every decision, every hire, every project, every dollar. So take this pain, this rage, this hunger, and turn it into your fiercest, most undying force. Build meritocracy like your life depends on it, because it does. No more compromises, no more illusions, just relentless, uncompromising becoming.